This is a Brookside Robotics podcast. My name is Kevin Lannis, and I will be talking about VEX Skyrise. Skyrise is the 2014-2015 VEX Robotics competition for high school teams. In our previous podcast, we've discussed the playing field, the scoring rules, and the robot itself. Today's topic is the tournament format. Tournaments are divided into two parts: qualifying rounds and the elimination rounds. The qualifying rounds are usually held in the morning, and the elimination rounds will be after lunch. The qualifying rounds consist of approximately 5 to 7 matches for each robot, and that will depend on how many teams are entered in the tournament. In each match, 2 robots are allied together to be the Red Alliance, and 2 other robots are the Blue Alliance. Pairings are at random, and each robot will play with and against a variety of other teams. The matches are 2 minutes long, with a 15-minute autonomous period first, where the robot executes pre-programmed instructions, and a minute 45 of drive or control, where the students are operating the robot by remote control. At the end of each match, the score for each alliance is calculated. Each winning team earns 2 WPs, or win points. If a match ends in a tie, each team gets 1 win point. Teams are also awarded strength points for the score of the losing alliance. This is a secondary way to rank the robots in case of ties. A higher strength point means the teams you beat scored more points. A lower SP means you beat lower scoring or easier to beat teams. At the end of the qualifying rounds, there's an alliance selection. This is like a draft. The top 8 teams become alliance captains and will each choose 2 teams to join their alliance for the elimination rounds. Note that a team could choose one of the other top 8 teams. In other words, the first team could choose the third team. If that third team accepts, then the next best team, probably the 9th team, will move up and become an alliance captain. Once the 8 alliances are chosen, they enter an elimination bracket. Matches are the same 2-minute format as they were in the morning, but teams will play the best of 3. Each alliance team must play at least once in the first 2 matches. In other words, if teams A and B play the first match while C sits out, then Team C has to play the next match while either A or B sits out. If a third match is needed to determine the best of 3, any 2 of the 3 teams may play in that match. With 8 alliances, the elimination rounds consists of 8 teams in the quarterfinals, 4 teams in the semifinals, 2 teams in the finals, and 1 tournament winner. This concludes the podcast on the tournament format. Please check back for our final podcast on other Skyrise contests.